Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to episode 3 of The Ghost and Molly McGee. And as I kind of said last time, I have a lot of faith in this series and where it's going. I can see so much potential in this show that it's not funny. It's so exceptionally, investing to me. I care about the characters. I'm very much interested to see how it goes. And I see the potential for it to be another Owl House, honestly. Someone in the comments on a recent video, I don't remember if it was this or if it was Amphibia, but someone mentioned that they like Anne in Amphibia better than Molly here. I don't remember exactly what the comment said, but it was something along the lines of that they were more invested in her or something, or saw her as better or something. I don't know exactly, but it's I very, very heavily disagree. Because Molly, I was invested in almost right from the start. I liked her character, and Anne I still am not fully on board with. Anne honestly kind of bores me. And she pales drastically in comparison to Polly, honestly. Polly is a much better character in my eyes for Amphibia. But granted, I'm only 6 episodes into Amphibia, so I mean, I don't know how it's going to go, to be fair. But for now, I very much see Molly as a much more better rounded character, a much more interesting character, and just someone I enjoy watching more. So I'm definitely interested to see where this goes, for sure. Now, I want to say this off the bat. I have been spoiled on something. I will not say what it is, just in case anyone watching this might not know, might not have seen all of this yet. But I will say, I don't know all the details. I don't know all the circumstances behind it. I just know basically what amounts to is a fun fact about a certain character. And I've seen a single screenshot that is in regards to that. And for a hint for those of you who might understand, it involves this time of year. Those of you who have seen everything of Ghost of Molly McGee so far, I'm sure that allows you to understand. Again, I don't know all the details behind it. I don't know all the context behind the screen cap I saw. I will say, though, that for those of you who know what I'm talking about, I do very much like this. In fact, I love this. But again, I don't know the context, I don't know the details, so I also have to wait to see how it's done in the actual context. But I am very much for it. I'll leave it at that. I don't even know what episode it's supposed to be, because I just saw a screen cap, a single screen cap, and some, a little bit of text. That's literally it. So I just know this fun fact about the character and nothing in relation to how it's actually implemented in the show. But I'm interested to find out. So I also saw a piece of fan art that I really loved that shows Molly and Scratch alongside Hat Kid and Mr. Snatcher from Ahead in Time, and it was such a perfectly fitting comparison, and I love it so much. It's on the Discord, in the cartoon channel, or no, I think I put it in the normal channel, the regular like general chat channel, because I didn't know whether to put it in cartoons for Molly McGee or in video games for Head in Time. But it's such a perfect comparison. I love it. And especially as a big fan of Ahead in Time. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm very much excited to see where this series goes, because I can see so much potential with that. I like the characters already. I like the humor. I'm very much enjoying just the kind of vibes it's going for. It's one of those shows that already is honestly just making me feel comfortable when I watch it. And not a lot of shows really do that. Owl House is a definite example. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, a definite example. And I could very much see The Ghost of Molly McGee becoming a new comfort show for me. And I'm all for it. I am greatly all for it. Hell, I want that to happen. Like, actively. Because it's something that's needed. Comfort shows are needed in this day and age, and it's like, I really just want to have another. That would just be awesome. So yeah. Very excited to get into more of this. Now, I've heard this season is 11 episodes, but apparently it's on hiatus right now after the 10th. So there's one episode to go, but it's on a hiatus for the holidays, I guess. So that's interesting. I don't know if I'll catch up before it returns. We'll see. If I do, then we'll probably just move on to something else and get back to the final episode of the season when we can. Just like we have to get back to season 2B of Owl House when that ever comes out. We'll see. We'll see how that all works out. But yeah, I'm very much excited to see what more we got in store for this series. I'm hoping to see more done with Andrea, because we didn't get, like, she was in the last episode, but she didn't really have an active role. She was just kind of there for, like, one joke, which was a great joke, mind you. But I kind of want more, you know? Like, there's so much great setup for her in the first episode. I want more of her. And I would love to see just continuously more Libby. Like, I love her already. And even those other girls who weren't quite best friend material for Molly, but can definitely still be friends nonetheless. Like, I'd love to see more of them too. Just a lot of these characters. We'll see how it goes. We're just going to get this started, though, hope for the best, and see if this series continues to impress. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Excuse me. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, just unequivocally, however the fuck you say it. Either way, I'm just in love with this show. Like, I genuinely just love this show. I love the characters. I'm very much invested in the stories, and I'm into this. I'm in. I'm all in. So this episode, both of the mini-sodes, 3A and 3B were kind of an ongoing story. So in 3A, the McGees help out at an elderly center, a retirement center, whatever you want to call it. They help out. They get to know the senior citizens there, and Molly makes friends with this specific one who remembers the old days where Brighton used to have this concert venue, to put it simply. But it was taken down by a tornado decades back. So Molly thinks of the idea to bring back the venue, to rebuild it. But unfortunately, the city council doesn't have the money to do so. So Molly goes around and raises the money, and then the senior citizens, as well as some others in the town, come together to help build it. It's a very sweet story that really sells the idea of not only community outreach and just a community coming together to work together, but also the idea of doing stuff to help others. Because Molly's entire goal here was for the sake of this one woman. She wanted to help her, and really the town as a whole, to experience this kind of thing again. And the town coming together to help build everything shows them working hard to really just to sell this idea, to make this idea work, and to give to the town. It's got a lot of different lessons in there, and all of them good, and all of them kind of combining together really well. Getting to see just something go really well for Molly and everything too, to see one of her plans actually work almost entirely thanks to her optimism, care, and determination rather than through Scratch's help, though he did help. It's nice to see as well. And the second half of this episode focuses on them now getting their first event. They're interviewing people to perform there, but no one's really living up to the standards they want. So Molly suggests getting this country rock superstar, Kenny Starr, voiced by Tom Kenny, to perform. And apparently he has this entire gimmick about being a regular guy, this regular red-blooded American guy, and in reality he's as far removed from that as possible. He's actually just another conceited jackass. And it's like, oh, so he's oh god, what is his name? I was just thinking of it too. Oh my god, what is his name? It starts with a K. I even know one of his songs offhand. I just can't think of his name. Let me look it up real quick. But it's the same kind of thing of like a rich jackass who likes to pretend he's a normal everyday guy when he's actually nowhere near. Kid Rock, that's it. He's basically Kid Rock. He likes to pretend he's like this hard-working cowboy and everything, and he's not. He's very much not. Even like the very heavy America imagery works with the entire kind of Kid Rock idea. It's pathetic. But they try to stop Kenny Starr's tour bus, but find out it's basically just a ruse. Kenny Starr is on a private jet while a stunt double is riding the bus to, I guess, throw off fans or something. So while Molly's dejected, Scratch decides to help because he actually does care. He goes to try and catch the Jets but can't, and so instead he gets a tour bus with a different musical act. He brings them into the stage right in time, and it happens to be this pop group that Molly's brother is really into. Actually, I'm not sure if it's actually a group or if those are just like backup singers and dancers to the main star. It might be that. But it's like, either way, this pop act. And yeah, I like the little bit of music we got there with them. And the music in this entire thing has been great, but you know what I mean. And I like the entire message in this part of the episode too about just trying to give to your community, just trying to do whatever you can to for the sake of others, basically. It's some good messages throughout this episode, and again, I really like the humor, I liked the characters, I liked what they went through, and it was just really well done. I really liked it. So I'm happy with where it turned out. I really like these. I really like this episode, and I'm very much excited to see what more we have in store. We got a little bit of Libby and a little bit of Andrea in this episode, but not a lot. They had very small parts. Like Andrea basically only appeared on a cell phone, using her influencer status to talk about Kenny Starr, while Libby helped build the venue along with the others and all. So we got to see them, but they weren't really big in this episode, which is a little disappointing. Again, I want to see more of Andrea for sure. And Libby, I really like Libby too so far, so I want to see more of these characters. But yeah, I still very much enjoyed this episode. I'm excited for what this show has in store for us next. And like I said, I'm in. I'm all in on this series. I very much see its extremely good potential. I'm very much enjoying watching it, even with its current more episodic nature. It's good. It's really good. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode, episode 3 of The Ghost and Molly McGee? And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.